Hey, welcome to this week's Social Club. The internationals are going on, but whatever. Let's talk about League One. AFC Wimbledon are finally, for the first time in their history, their short but storied history, are above the original selves. They're
a new company.
weird offshoot. Anyway, they're above MK Dons for the first time in their history, which is an important thing as far as football goes. James, how do you...
You support a team that's
you
not
support
in
a
the
team that no one really cares about.
I can relate to this.
Yeah. You support a team that's not relevant.
Who is that team?
No.
QPR.
Queen's Park, the Rangers of the Queen's Park.
Bon job.
This is brilliant. I think I don't know how many people remember the story from back in the day, but obviously Wimbledon were received a permission to move to Milton Keynes. The club moved up there, relocated, changed the name to MK Dons, and then the fans got together, started up AFC Wimbledon back in 2002. Yeah. And since then they've climbed up there. They were in that deal. I think they were in the...
They're in the combined counties. I think it was Division 1, which I played in. That's how low they were. So
it's also
incredible.
Important with the Wimbledon story is that they didn't have a ground. They attracted a crowd of around 4,000 or 5,000, even in the top division.
Yeah.
So they were primed to move, but none of that, all of that is irrelevant. I mean, that's a part of their story, but it's irrelevant. And the fact is that their club was ripped completely out of their community and planted 70 miles north in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, so, and the reason why we're talking about it, the reason it's important, and Flav said it before we started, is that, so 14 years has gone by, and this guy just went, like you say, I'm going to rip this club out of the community and chuck it down the road. They've gone nowhere, really.
Yeah.
I think they were in the championship last year, fine, and they should finish above AFC, but they're not right now, and that in itself, even just for that moment, is and also AFC Wimbledon fans, they don't like to basically acknowledge that they even exist, MK Dons, which I can understand that. Yeah. But even so, it's a great moment for a club that's run the right way, and the fans have a huge influence, and it shows that you can still be successful. I think it's amazing.
It's a beautiful story. United fans have done it back when the Glazers took over. They started FC United back in 2005. And there was, I think it was the FA Cup. They were in the third round draw last year.
When you're the most successful club at the time.
If you're throwing the fucking QPR in here, I'm going to try and shoehorn United. That's the only reason you bring me here, isn't it? Yeah. But it was the FA Cup last year. Was the first time we could have drawn against them. We didn't, but eventually, when we do play, it'll be a wonderful game.
I mean, it's slightly different. It isn't the same at all. I mean,
I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying,
Jesus. Yeah,
I can't do anything about this. You know that. I may as well just not speak.
Man United fans, a little bit upset that the season tickets cost a bit too much money, decide to start their own football club because they can't be asked, or having your club actually stolen from you, building up a club from
slightly
scratch.
Different.
Slightly different.
A lot of
slightly different.
Fine. Same but different.
A lot of FC United fans still go to United and don't get me wrong, I loved what FC United about. I love the idea of supporters making a stand up against something that they think is.
That's what I'm getting at here. It's not about United. It's about fans making a stand.
There's parallels between the two.
A United stand?
What?
United. He doesn't acknowledge that.
I just think it's an incredible thing that we've reached a stage where, 14 years down the line, AFC Wimbledon are above MK Dons. MK Dons, for me, along with Arsenal, are everything that's wrong with football. And, MK Dons are just a recent version of what Arsenal did.
Just like to clarify that, no.
Yes, that's true. I don't care what you say. This is 100% truth. Okay. Move from south to north, 7 miles, 70 miles. It doesn't matter. But anyway, let's keep this about Wimbledon. So the Peter Winkleman, or whatever his name is, did it. He might as well not have bothered. 14 years later, the team that he destroyed is now above him in the league. It's like that guy on the motorway, or when you're driving towards a traffic light, and this geezer just goes around you, right? Yeah. And you think, look at that prick.
Yeah.
And then you get to the traffic light, and he's like there in front of you, and you're like, you're a wanker.
Yeah. We were talking about it the way it was. For MK Dons fans, maybe let us know in the comments below. But my mate saw. He said he was on the train. He saw an MK Dons fan. And he was 60. And my mate went to him and went, Who's he been supporting for 40 years? Where's he gone? Yeah, I'm just waiting for the right one. Yeah. I mean, I'm from West London, so I probably should support one of the London teams.
Have you been to Milton Keynes? I mean, to be fair, concrete and roundabouts, you do need some distraction. So I actually feel for the people of Milton Keynes.
They've got an indoor ski slope.
And they've got a very pleasant concert venue in the bowl. Saw Eminem there once. It's the worst experience of my life. Eminem was great, but it rained and we got lost in concrete roundabout hell, and we don't talk about it. Cypress Hill were amazing as well, but nevertheless. So yeah, you do need some alleviation from the crushing concrete roundaboutness of Milton Keynes. But that being said, AFC Wimbledon, the story of it. Look, because let's be honest, nobody had any love or affection for Wimbledon.
Nah.
Everyone fucking hated Wimbledon.
Yes.
They were just the antithesis of what every type of football anyone wanted to see.
Yeah.
And look, again, we had the FA Cup final in '88 that hangs over our heads. Like, but nobody liked Wimbledon. But somehow, in doing this, they've cleansed the soul of the football club, and now I think you'd be hard pressed to find a football fan who doesn't think this is absolutely fucking amazing that they're getting one over on.
It's important that they're doing well as well. That's the thing, because the fans have such a part in it. It sort of leads the way and shows that other teams can do it. And being a Wimbledon fan, despite that, I mean, obviously that horrible period of time, but in terms of like success, if you've been a Wimbledon fan since like 1983 or something, you've had a really good time. Like you've gone all the way up, won the FA Cup, been in the Premier League for a bit. Then fair enough, it didn't work out for a couple of seasons. Then you just started again and then won everything again.
Yeah.
It's a good team to support.
Imagine that. I'm not sure that they'll ever get to the Premier League because their support base is quite small, and they are going to find it difficult.
They've got one of the smaller budgets in the league as well. So being 10th at this moment in time is great. If they can kind of...
Why don't they just get a big stadium and hope for the best? Work for Darlington. No.
MK
No.
Was
I
that
was talking about West Ham, didn't you? No. See, I know.
MK Dons.
All the truth.
Yeah. So I'm buzzing for it, and fair play to him. And again, it's a real win for the people who got behind it and said, "Fuck you." You know, we're not gonna stand for this. That's not our football club anymore. Yeah. So we're gonna start our own one.
I think also that it's a key. It was almost like the first flag in the ground or stamp to say you can't do whatever you want anymore. Yeah. And fans do actually have a place to kind of heal football sometimes when it becomes damaged.
You did the pod with Akin Fenwa, Long Ball Street. Go check it out. Yeah. And he was saying how you can get the players buy into the whole story of. AFC as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was talking about his feelings towards MK Dons. He was talking about how how important and how it galvanised the players together if they're having a bad run, saying, look, this is what you're fighting for. And it was definitely used within their club as the story was throughout every piece of fabric there, and including the players. And he said it's a very special football club to be a part of. Yeah.
A weird one for them is that so December 10th they've got MK Dons away.
Ooh.
And it's a really awkward. They played each other a couple of times. It's a really awkward. 3
times they played. They only won one of those.
Right.
Yeah, one of those games.
They won 2-1 at MK Dons, I think. I remember watching them go absolutely.
But there's this moral dilemma of do you go and because they don't want to give them any money. Yeah. So often they kind of don't. A lot of AFC Wimbledon fans don't even go.
I'd go just to. You'd have to go, wouldn't you? You just go en masse and you'd make sure you make more noise than anyone. Well, that's up. It's entirely up to them.
They sold the relegation the last time they went. Yeah, there was something like 2,000. They took the whole end.
I'd just go. I'd want to go there and do that. Put that.
You'd definitely go.
The
only people who lose out with the players who are playing to an empty away end.
But you're acknowledging it, aren't you?
Yeah, no, they're acknowledging.
Yeah, I can see the moral dilemma there, but
even they acknowledge it, don't they? I mean, I watched the FA Cup game where it was the first meeting, wasn't it, when they met? I think I'm right in saying that was the FA Cup game.
Sounds right.
And there was a lot of like the chant of "Where were you when you were us?" was one of the best chants I've heard in football.
That is superb. I mean, it is.
Well, sorry, Flav, I love the fact that the MK Dons fans give it back, and it's like Chelsea fans complaining about Man City's money. You know what I mean? When you're and they're going, well, no, but where were you when we were? Why didn't you? We're the real club, and why don't you support your team's not the real? Because we've got
it's really good
trophy. We wear white, Vinnie Jones. Nah, fine, just fine. Just enjoy your football club.
Yeah.
So if they got each other in the playoffs, that'd be amazing.
That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. I'd be tempted to go just with AFC, just as a show of solidarity for the good in football.
Whoa.
No, I wouldn't really. But if I was an AFC fan, there'd be under no circumstances that I wouldn't be in that stadium to give it as much as I could possibly do.
I think you would enjoy being an AFC Wimbledon fan more than you enjoy being a Spurs fan. I'll be perfectly honest.
There's somewhere to go,
something
mate.
romantic in me. No, we're going to win the league, Champions League this season.
He said it.
Plenty of places for us to win. Spurs are going to win the league this season, but that's another video. Look, AFC are AFC. Regret. No. What I'm saying.
Have I just done it again?
How do I backpedal here?
I'm not. Spurs are going to win the league.
Same on the gap.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've forgotten. It's fine.
Should we wrap up?
Something about you trying to shoe on Spurs in there somewhere, but it's fine. A lot of that going on. Liverpool are pretty good at the minute as well. QPR. You've got that's the. There we go.
Beat Fulham.
That's the full set. Let us know your thoughts on it on the AFC Wimbledon stuff. If you follow the story, they're always like if I want to take a team up on Football Manager, AFC Wimbledon, they're always the team I go with. Mainly because they've forced it down our throats because they've sponsored them for 14 years or whatever. Go back to 2 years, doing up to the earlier games. Anyway, let us know your thoughts on that in the comments below. If you're an MK Dons fan, for how long? Why?
If you're that 60-year-old,
remember to unsubscribe. Who did you?
No, but seriously, fair play. You've got to support someone, haven't you? And if they are your local team, then that's absolutely fair.
It's not.
Shut up. What if they're your local team? What if you're 12 years old and you're from Milton Keynes?
Then he's obviously hasn't been educated and brought up in the right way.
That's your local team?
Yeah, your local team isn't the franchise that's been brought up. Your local team is the one who goes and plays in the same
that is
division.
your local team. No. If you're 12 years old...
Who's your dad support?
What?
In this...
I'm sorry, I was like, who's my dad support? This is the most irrelevant question.
When you're 12, you can't make the right decision. It's the same reason why loads of people support Arsenal, because they don't understand the history. when they
Who does your dad support?
Spurs.
Arsenal. Who does your brother support?
All Spurs. But once you become educated, it's almost too late. You can't backtrack then.
Yeah.
So at 12, I've forgiven MK Dons. A 12-year-old MK Dons, I'd forgive him.
What's the age?
But what I'd need to know.
What's the cut-off point?
What's the cut-off point?
It's when you're kind of conscious of a world that exists outside of your bedroom and school, right? So maybe 14, 15, that's unforgivable.
Yeah.
So if you're 14, you can't support a 14-year-old football club.
No. Yeah.
No?
What? No, not really. No, not if because you've got more.
Well, technically, AFC Wimbledon are a 14-year-old football club.
No, that's actual Wimbledon, so they've been around for ages.
But it's not actual Wimbledon, though, is it?
But it is.
Look, we're splitting hairs now.
Oh, we're not splitting hairs, though, are we? Come on, let's, technically, neither of them are the football club. It's like being a Rangers fan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you've just you lit the fire.
Hopefully Stu doesn't watch this.
Anyway, Leslie, thoughts on any of this below? Is anyone allowed to support MK Dons?
Pretty much not.
If you disagree with Flav, let us know in the comments below. And, of course, subscribe. Do check out as well, the Ultimate Football Gaming Championships are well underway. Our round is coming up, I think, this week or next.
Next week.
Yeah, that's worth a watch. Get subscribed.